Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueReefing. Welcome back to 2 Point Museum. It's been a while since I have uploaded any video, especially any video regarding 2 Point Museum, but I wanted to jump back in here for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, as you can see with this video, is the new Fantasy Finds DLC. This was actually recorded before that DLC dropped, so this was the free teaser stuff that was released I think a couple of weeks ago. I actually don't know if it's still available. I own the DLC now, so we're gonna be fleshing this area out more with some more of that Fantasy Finds stuff and making this look even better, as we go on with this brand new series here that we're starting. That's right, we are starting a brand new 2 Point Museum series. This is Sandbox. This is technically episode 2. I know that sounds kind of weird. This is releasing and the thumbnail says that it's episode 1, but technically this is recorded as the second episode in this new series, but I wanted to release it anyway since the Fantasy Find stuff came out and the hype is there, so YouTube algorithm, etc, etc. So we're releasing this one as the first video, but this is technically episode 2. So you guys are going to see some stuff here in the collections that I already have. You're going to see some stuff here in the map and the speed build that we already have unlocked and are building for the series as a whole, which I'm sort of pitching to you guys as a Smithsonian style museum. And again, you'll hear more about that next week when that new video releases, or hopefully next week when that new video releases. My schedule's been all over the place, frankly, because for those of you that didn't watch the Prehistoric Kingdom Dev Diary video that I released, the last video that I released on the channel, I actually have a new job. So I no longer work in the museum world, but I now work in the aquarium world. Specifically, I am a aquarium service technician, so I drive around all day and I go and take care of people's aquariums and things. So the name RogueReefing, I am no longer Rogue, but it is what it is. And it's a pretty fun job. It's very, very demanding, very taxing, but it's a lot of fun. But that said, I am no longer in the museum world. So what we're going to be doing for the next episode in this series, when that comes out, is we're going to be building a aquarium here in this Smithsonian style little museum park that we have here. So what I mean by that, by the Smithsonian style, quote unquote, is that we're going to be doing like multiple different buildings with a set theme for each building. So rather than doing one large museum, we're going to be doing a lot of smaller museums here on this same map. So same thing with, the real world Smithsonian. They have the Natural History Museum, they have the Air and Space Museum, they have art museums, etc., etc. If you've never been to the Smithsonian in DC, I cannot recommend it enough. It is absolutely fantastic. One of the things that we're not doing here, though, that the Smithsonian does, and I might do eventually in this series, is make the museum free to all the guests that come. So the Smithsonian, for those of you that don't know, is free, at least as of recording. It is free because it is sort of funded by the National Cultural Arts Institutes and things like that, the federal government. Again, this is as of recording. It is 2025 as of recording, and there are things that are changing very rapidly that I will not get into here in this video, just because I want to try to keep this as professional as I can here. But yeah, so anyway, what we're building here today is the teaser stuff for the Fantasy Finds. We're going to be expanding on this here in the future, but just to try to get this stuff here situated, we have a few different little artifacts here that I absolutely love. I have never actually played D&D, but I have played Baldur's Gate, and I grew up with games like Skyrim and you know, other fantasy games like that. So I am a huge fan of all of this stuff here. Skyrim might be on the channel eventually. I don't know. It's like a 20-year-old game now, so let me know if you guys would want me to even play that. I'm pretty sure it's like beating a dead horse at this point. But Baldur's Gate probably will never be on this channel, but I absolutely love that game. I don't think it fits with the channel here itself, but super awesome game. If you have not played it, I highly recommend it. Go check it out. But this stuff is sort of all based around that Dungeons and Dragons sort of type games, like, you know, those dice rolling games and things like that. Again, specifically like D&D and Baldur's Gate. And I absolutely love it. So some of the artifacts that you'll see here are a stone dragon that is built like those skeletons in the main museum, where, you know, you find the different pieces and then you come back and you put them all together. Again, very realistic to how actual artifacts are sort of found there. So we're adding these fountains out front just to add a little bit more interest to the front of this building. Again, don't mind all the other stuff that you're seeing. You're gonna see all of that stuff in the future here. But this stone dragon here, we have a sword in the stone. I don't know if there's a fun animation for that, but next to that sword in the stone where I have is a teapot that has a genie in it. I absolutely love that. The 2 Point Museum staff are British, for those of you that don't know. So a genie in a teapot is like the most quintessentially British thing, and that is just absolutely hilarious. I love that. And then we have a giant gold chest there with filled with gold and gems and all of that kind of stuff. You know, perfect to be guarded by a dragon or stuff in, you know, like a D&D fantasy type setting. You would expect to see all of that stuff there. We do have sponsors here in this video, not sponsors for the video, but sponsors in this museum, I should say. We have the Mulberry Festival sign, I believe, and we have the Cheesy Grubbins plushies inside the actual gift shop there that you can see. So the reason again why we have that, for those of you that haven't seen the other 2 Point Museum videos that I have here on the channel, is sponsors are absolutely quintessential to museum life and museum function. So in the real world, museums could not exist without sponsors. And, you know, as unfortunate as it is for guests to sometimes come in and see stuff that is out of place, you know, you would walk into a fantasy museum here, for example, you wouldn't expect to see a sign, an LED neon sign for a festival that's going on. You know, maybe we can say that it's a Ren Fair or something like that to maybe fit better into this world, but yeah, over in the aquarium part of the map, you wouldn't expect to see Cheesy Grubbins plushies there in the gift shop, but we got to pay the bills somehow. So everybody's got to do what they got to do, and we got to take those sponsorships where we can get them to try to stay in the green here. So there's going to be more videos that come out with the rest of the Fantasy Finds DLC stuff. So be on the lookout for that. I don't know, again, when they are going to be uploaded, hopefully soon, just because, again, life is going different directions right now, but that is a-okay. So yeah, we're just filling this stuff out here, slowly getting those pristine things here. For the most part, this museum here is done. I would just do some small changes here and there, add those banners, go on the different expeditions. This dragon here that you see, this dragon point of interest, I don't actually know what that is. That's something that is in the full release. And again, as of recording this, I have not touched the full release yet. I've just seen some stuff that people have downloaded, or not downloaded, posted onto Reddit and things like that, you know, asking questions. I've seen a few bugs and glitches already, you know, to be expected with any DLC or anything like that. But yeah, super excited for everything to come in this game, and super excited to get your feedback here on this video, on this new series that I'm sort of pitching to you guys here. But yeah, let me know how you're doing. It's been a while. Let me know what your thoughts are about this new Fantasy Finds DLC. Did you get this free stuff before it was released? Did you, you know, do anything else? Have you gotten the summer fish yet that are only available for a limited time? This here is actually one of my favorite pieces in the museum, in this museum so far, and that's this like tapestry that, again, you also have to send multiple expeditions to go and find that stuff, and you have to fill it in, you know, as you go. But I really dig those like tapestries of you know, ancient times, I guess, of like medieval times tapestries. I absolutely love that stuff. For those of you that don't know, I'm a big fan of the game Crusader Kings. Maybe that will be a game on this channel in the future. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Would you like to see Crusader Kings here on this channel? We sort of talk about the history of some of that stuff, you know, real world events that happened there in that game, and sort of going off of that to try to you know, have characters live in that very rich medieval world. I have a published paper as well on Vikings, which Crusader Kings has. Specifically, I've mentioned this a couple of times. Specifically, it's over the fantasization of Vikings in folklore, or like the media, I guess. Specifically regarding Assassin's Creed, and it's out there somewhere. I forget which video it is, but it is linked in one of the comments of one of the videos that I've released on the channel. So go watch those videos and go try to find that comment there, because it is out there somewhere. But yeah, it's I have a published paper on how Viking culture, I guess, was sensationalized at one point, you know, in the media, and how a lot of the stuff that we see isn't exactly how it would have been in the real world. But yeah, Crusader Kings has all of that stuff. Super interesting, super fun game. I've also been playing a lot of Dune Awakening right now. If there's any Dune fans out there, raise your hand, you know, sound off in the comments. I cannot get enough of Dune Awakening. I've actually been playing with a couple of friends, and it's been amazing. We're basically at the end game now, but I've debated doing some building tutorials there in that game of like how to build better buildings. I've seen a few people release some videos on that, and I think it could be interesting. It definitely fits with the theme of the channel so far. Again, we will be uploading some reefing content, some aquarium content, real world aquarium content in the future, just because, you know, that is now my real world job. So I want to show you off my real aquariums that I have here at my home. I'm not going to show you the ones that I work on, just because some of you keen-eyed viewers out there, especially the ones that are in that space, will probably recognize them, and I don't want to sort of dox myself as to which company I'm working for in the Central Florida area. But yeah, anyway, long way of saying that there's going to be stuff coming to the channel soon, and the channel is not dead. 2 Point Museum is not dead. We're starting this new series here, so I hope you all really enjoy this. I'm gonna leave it off for here now though, and we're gonna jump back in the live play, sort of do an overview here, and talk about a few more things in just a couple of minutes. All right, so we're back here in the live play now, and you can see this little area here. It's not too big. Again, this was all made with the pre-release DLC stuff, but yeah, we have here this little entrance area that I think looks pretty good. The empty case behind there, I'm in photo mode right now. Here, I'll pop out. This empty case here is actually a wearable item. So we have one of the pristine ones here inside the actual gallery itself, so people can take a close-up look. But yeah, you can see this guy here actually is wearing these boots. I don't know if, you know, this is the best person to have them or not, but if you do know, you know, definitely let me know, because I'm curious. What are you guys doing with these boots here? I just gave it to one of the experts, and yeah, that's another really good point here as well. The experts for this museum, again, this is I think the only one that I can find right now. He is a barbarian fantasy expert. So all of the fantasy experts that they have here are just like ones that you would find in you know, D&D or Baldur's Gate or anything like that, where they're actually like wizards and rogues and barbarians and, you know, different things like that. A super fun little nod to those types of games here within this one. I'm really interested to see some of the other artifacts that these things have, that this theme has, you know, going forward. I've seen a few of them as spoilers on Reddit, but I won't talk about them here. They're really cool though. This little gallery here, not gallery, little gift shop here, it's pretty small and pretty tight. I don't know if we're gonna keep it like this or not, but my idea was sort of to have this be like, you know, you're walking into a dungeon maybe, or like, you know, you're starting your journey in a cavern. For those of you that have ever played like Skyrim or Oblivion or something like that, this will be very familiar to you, of like you start inside like an underground dungeon, maybe you're escaping prison or I don't know, something like that, and then your journey begins. I kind of want to have the layout of this museum be pretty similar to that. We have new guest types here. We have dwarves, we have elves, and we have these guys, goblins. They are wearing is that a goblin? Yeah, it is a goblin. They're wearing the children's clothes. So the goblins and the dwarves are small enough that they can actually wear the onesies that you can sell in your gift shop, the same that children will buy. So, you know, here's the wizard right here. I love this outfit. He's got that like classic wizard hat there. This guy is, who are you? A bard. So this is like the entertainer of the group, so to speak. Yeah, I love that. Again, don't mind all the rest of the stuff that you're seeing here, the fish and the other things. You know, this whole museum is going to expand out as this series goes, and we're just going to talk about, you know, some of the other things that it has. This is that tapestry that I was talking about with the dragon burning all the different people and the city down. I love that. I love this sort of style, and you can actually kind of see here, I hope it comes across in the recording, but you can actually kind of see some of the like texture here of the weaving of this tapestry. I really love that. Coming over here though, we have a new interactive exhibit, and this is basically Rock'em Sock'em Robots with a sort of like knight here fighting another knight. Maybe they're like two knights of different castles or nations or whatever, but you can see this guy's playing here. Super fun little nod to, you know, a very classic children's game of Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and you know, putting it in this fantasy setting. I love that. Coming over here though, we have that tea kettle. Hopefully, is this guy gonna do anything with it? Don't think so. But this teeny kettle is what it's called, will have a genie that pops out of it. I don't know if it actually grants a wish or not. I haven't clicked on the guest to know when that happens, you know, what the genie actually does, or the teeny, I guess you could say, actually does. If you do know, again, let me know in the comments down below. I'm really excited for just, yeah, all of this stuff, and I'm excited for the other stuff that's coming in this game. So since I am releasing this one as the first episode here, we'll do a quick little overview of all the museums. So this building here is going to be our fantasy and supernatural. I think right now my idea is to have the fantasy stuff here in this first half, supernatural stuff here in the back half. I don't know if that'll end up being the case or not. Frankly, I am kind of tired of the supernatural theme. I apologize if anybody out there that is your favorite theme. For me, it just doesn't like strike a chord with me. So we may not add, you know, this entire half as supernatural, but I don't know. We might. We'll see what happens as this series progresses. But this for sure, this first half here is going to be all that new fantasy stuff. And again, I don't know if this is big enough for all that fantasy stuff. But either way, if it is not, like for instance, I know the aquarium that we have here is not big enough for all of the fish in the game. That's okay. That just means that we get to have some episodes in the future where we go through and we recurate in sort of a entire video that's a live play, which I know a lot of you guys have asked for, to kind of go through the campaign and sort of do like a live play series. That way, we're not going to be playing through the campaign, I don't think, on this channel, just because I don't know how that would work with me recording it and, you know, sort of talking that entire time. My brain and mouth can only move so fast, especially when they're trying to work together and, you know, keep all of the recording and the creative juices flowing. So yeah, maybe we'll do some live play episodes here of this series, but as far as the campaign goes, we're not going to be doing that here on this channel. As far as right now, again, I'm saying this right now, that could change in the future, but yeah. This is the main starting building that this map comes with. Again, this is the Memento Mile. It's meant to be a prehistory sort of map here. So this is that main building, and this will most likely stay as a prehistory style building here. You know, with all of those fossils and things like that. We're going to be changing the layout here, maybe expanding it outwards, moving this bathroom here, you know, some other things like that. But all things considered, I wanted to keep this building here as the sort of main starting area that this museum opens up at. And we're going to be having a whole episode where we go through and detail all of this up and, you know, make this look pretty and put in some of those exhibits and other things like that. But for now, these people have a really long stretch between museums. We have, again, the Fantasy Museum, and then all the way over here, this is coming in the next episode, but you all are getting a sneak peek of episodes 2 and 3 right now. This is the aquarium. So I won't go into it too much in detail, just because, again, the next 2 episodes are going to be over this and starting this. But this was the first building that I actually built here for this series and for this new series, because, you know, I saw these summer fish, these popsicle fish, the lolly floppers, and the big giant fish with a hat. What are you called? Set sail fish, and then these little geckos. Cunning skink. Cunning skink? Yeah, cunning skink. I love these. I love these 3 summer fish. That's really, at the end of the day, what brought me back to playing this game, is like that limited time stuff. So you know, devs, if you guys are listening, do more of that. Do more like, you know, limited time stuff. I always love that in games. It really brings me back. But yeah, that's why I wanted to come through here, get some of those, put them in here so people could see them, start donating some money so that we could get through that fantasy museum there. This gift shop here, I think, is one of the best that I've ever built. But again, you guys will see that in the next episode, so I won't talk about it too much for now. So yeah, with that, without further ado, that is where I'm going to leave this video off here. So if you made it this far, all I got to say is thank you. I really appreciate you, and appreciate you watching this video. There's a million things you could have been doing today, and you chose to spend a little bit of that time here with me and watch me start a brand new 2-Point Museum series here on the channel, and watch me build the little starting precursor to this fantasy area. Again, it's not very big right now, but it will be in the future. It will be one day. So with that, I will leave you all off here. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe if you enjoy this content, so that you're aware of all the future content that comes. If you're not a member of the channel, consider subscribing to that. I think it's only like $3 a month. Helps me put out these videos more frequently, so that, you know, I have you know, that sort of incentive there to keep putting out those videos. Again, if you don't want to, it's not required. These videos will come out either way, but you will get early access to those videos when I release them. So yeah, with that, thank you again so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Take care for now.